Hey everyone, it's Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and welcome to Tarot at 12. Happy Friday. Hope it's going well so far, or if you're elsewhere in the world where maybe Friday's ending, hope you had a good day. We're going to get started doing some readings. We always have quite a list, and I'm so glad. I love it that you're all here, and I love reading for you. But I want to try to get to as many as I can. But I want to remind you, if you're in a hurry, if you're just wanting to bump yourself ahead and guarantee a reading, you can drop a donation of any amount and boost yourself up to priority status. So get your readings in. We're going to get started. Before we even begin, I want to say hello to a couple people I see here already. Looks like we've got Aneri. Hello, how are you doing? And Preeti, how are you? Yusra, I'm so sorry. I think I'm saying your name wrong. Anyway, Monica, we've got CC, Sagittarius, Mary M. How are you doing? And Sangita. Want to welcome you all. I do try to greet everybody when I can. Please don't take offense if I don't say your name. I am watching, and I do appreciate all of you. And I'm very focused on the cards, though. Please remember that. Zara is here, my moderator. I expect we'll see Night Reader Tarot as well. But Zara and Night Reader are going to be my eyes and ears. And we are going to get going. Got a few things out here just to kind of let you know what I've got. I've got a clear quartz to amplify energy. I've got a labradorite to open up kind of psychic communication. And I have a protector quartz to ward off negative energy. And I have a selenite tower that cleanses the energy. So I've got quite a few tools here, a lot of spiritual tools. I do have to kind of have them off camera because my window here is so tiny. But just so you know, too, my crystal ball is always there, just sometimes off camera. And they leave white little crumbs everywhere. So there you go. Okay, well, let's get going. I will keep my eye on donations. Please remember that YouTube names and PayPal names don't always match up. So to kind of save time, if your YouTube name does not match your PayPal name, please put that in the comments of the transaction so that I can connect you. Okay? All right, enough housekeeping. Let's get going. All right, Preeti. Preeti would like to know, should I tell Judgement that I will remove this account? So goodbye to this account. I remember talking about this, and that was very clear that, yeah, you should definitely. Let's find out, Preeti, what if you should tell Judgement. I apologize if I'm saying names wrong, but we want to know here, should we tell Judgement that Preeti is going to remove this Facebook account? Okay, let us see. Okay. It is freezing in my house today. My air conditioning is working again, and now I'm freezing. I think I got used to warm, uncomfortable, stuffy air, and now I'm freezing. All right, so should you tell Judgement that you're going to remove this account? Here I'm seeing right here in the middle too, I'm seeing the Page of Pentacles, and I'm also seeing the Ace of Cups. The Page of Pentacles says a new message, and it's a new message about something that affects daily life, things that go on in your daily life. What that's telling me right off the bat is perhaps I think you might want to tell Judgement that you're ending that account. That's what this is saying very strongly. It's also saying that this removal of this account might spark some new conversation and some new feelings. We always want what we can't have. If I told you right now that you cannot have a piece of cake, nope, can't have it. All of a sudden you're like, hey, I want a piece of cake, right? Happens with everything. So I'm wondering if the announcement that you're not, going to be doing that is going to spark something here with our ace. Telling Judgeit about it, though, it's kind of what it's saying here is a calm, just sort of statement. Yep, I'm getting rid of it. So, short and sweet, no emotional overtones, no questions, no explanations. Not like, hey, what do you think about that? Or, you know what, when we open those doors, people can come in and say what they need to say. This is just kind of, it's saying that it should just be a matter of fact kind of announcement, message, whatever. And I think that might spark some things. I think you should actively be trying to build up your other Facebook, whether that's connecting with friends from your old Facebook or, doing some networking in some other way through work. It is saying, though, that you do need to build up that other Facebook. And it's also saying here that this is providing a new avenue for you. This is going to open some things up, which is why I think I'm seeing the Ace of Cups. I think the announcement is going to be bringing some stuff to you. And I think the advice here is that you need to continue to build that other Facebook. So make sure you're posting, make sure you're putting up pictures, be engaging. It's how you get other people to pay attention. And I think that's kind of what your goal is here. All right. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Okie dokie. Now let us see what's going on next. Ta-da. Okay, yours the show cat would like to know a general reading for the next 3 months. So let us do a general reading. We are going to use our Arcanum. We're going to use the Arcanum Tarot, and we're going to do this a little differently than I've been. For some of these timeline questions, I'm finding it, at least with the mini readings, it's a little more to the point when I do it this new way. So we're going to keep going, trying this, and see what we get. All right, so the next 3 months, we want to know general reading, what is coming up. So we're going to say, oops, yes, straighten them out a bit there. Okay, so we're going to say 1 month, we're going to say 2, and we're going to say 3, and then we're going to say overall message. Okay, that's what we're going to do. So it is out of screen. I realize I will pull it back. I only have such a small window, so I will pull it. Anyway, month 1. All right. I think that you're going to have some people kind of pulling at you. I think you're going to be hearing from one person a point of view or an opinion, and I think the other person is going to have another opinion. It could also involve your opinion and another person's opinion. There are 2 opinions being forced upon you to decide something, or to just, which direction you want to go, what you want to agree with. And you're not liking that. It's not that, it's awful, horrible, life and death kind of thing, but it is something that you are not too whipped up about. You're not wanting to really have to be caught. Month 2, I'm seeing the foundations for something building. The 4 of Wands represents building up something that you desire. It typically is representative of that happy home. Building something. It's the foundation. If you look in this card, they're trying to build a home. In background, they have some kind of home back there, but they're building their own. And they've got the wands up. They're ready. But you can see that's not a complete shelter. That's not a complete home. So there is some work to be done, but that foundation is coming. So I think in month 2, you're going to notice a strong foundation being built somehow with something. This suit is for growth and effort. So if you've been working on something, I think you'll see some success, a foothold. If you're trying to build a relationship with somebody, that's when the foothold will be in there. Month 2. So month 3. All right. Well, month 3, I see some overthinking again. Overthinking that's really kind of just keeping you up at night. Typically, this card is of usually a person sitting in bed kind of crying. Just being just overwhelmed and overthinking. That ties really well into this. So you've got kind of bookends with month 1 and month 3. We've got a foundation. sounds like you're thinking a lot about whatever's coming in month 2, and it's really just kind of overwhelming you in that sense. So let's see what the overarching message is. Judgment, decisions. There is some kind of decision you're going to be making. This is overarching, and I realize I'm putting that on month 2, but bear with me, I don't have enough room. So there is some kind of decision that you're going to be making over the next 3 months. I think it's going to involve 2 different points of view or 2 different people. I believe that you're going to have some progress here in month 2, but then I think, again, you're going to have the tendency to be overthinking it and just beating yourself down. This overarching message is saying make a decision. Make a decision, and that's going to make this go away, and you can focus on these. See? All right, 3 months coming up look pretty good. The overthinking you can control. You're in charge of what you think about, right? So you don't need to do that. Now that you've got a little insight, you can kind of catch yourself if you're feeling like you're overthinking things. All righty, let's move on. Okay. You know, if you have not already, I invite you to please subscribe to my channel. I love to stay in touch. I'm building a little kind of family here, and I'd love to include you. Okay, so Balaji, or this is Monica, sorry, is Balaji cheating on me with Surindi? What's happening in their relationship? Okay, let's find out. You know what? I was going to use a deck, but now I changed my mind. I'm going to use the Wizard's Tarot. Wizard's Tarot. All right. Balaji, are you cheating? And if so, what's going on? Is something going on that's building toward a relationship? Cheating is wrong. Cheating is wrong. I mean, obviously, that's kind of elementary. Everybody knows that. However, it's just wrong and kind of a deal breaker. I think it's a deal breaker. If you're a cheater, you don't mind lying either. So cheaters will cheat. Okay, so let's find out. Balaji, what's going on? What's going on? All right, and what's going to go on with their relationship if they are. All right, well, I think that Balaji has probably done this before. I don't mean cheating, but kind of gone round and round, just trying to figure out, making you feel like, you know, you're left out in the cold. I see that here with the 10 of Swords. It's just feeling defeated, feeling like, oh, so I feel like you felt this way before. I'm not saying that he or she cheated or not. I don't know that. I don't know him or her. But it seems like this has made you feel this way before. You've had this feeling before. Now, this card next to, this is the Wheel of Fortune, and that's where I got where you're feeling this repeatedly. The Page of Pentacles is kind of saying that this is the end of something. This is the end. This is a message coming in. It is Pentacles. It involves resources, your day-to-day life, time, energy. This is done. The spinning around, the continually feeling like this is done. I'm thinking that Balaji is going to be coming back to you and saying, let's fix this. Let's grow. Let's have a new opportunity to start our chapter over. So I'm thinking that Balaji is going to be coming back to you with the I'm sorries, or the I don't know what you're talking about, or, you know, that's not true, and wants to start a new chapter, a new beginning. Now that's going to be up to you, Monica. If you obviously have to determine whether or not you think that Balaji is sincere, if he or she's being honest, you know, we don't know. You'll have to determine that and decide where you want to go with it, but that's where it's going. I think that you're going to be getting, he or she's going to be saying, let's try over, let's do it again, let's improve. But don't forget, over and over, it looks like you're feeling pretty crappy. Yeah, I mean, so be careful. Liars lie and they don't change. So be careful. Use your best judgment. You know yourself, and you know what he or she is doing. You know your relationship. You're the best judge of that. But, you know, think about it. Think about it. All right. Let us see what we've got. We've got a donation coming in. So let's see. This is from Claudia. Claudia, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. And I see your question here. Is your screen name Claudia? Let us find out. Not seeing you on the chat. Well, I'm getting something else. Let's just see. Maybe you're answering me. Well, Claudia, I'm not sure what your username is. Claudia, I'm going to look one more second here. Either of you moderators, if you know, if you can help me out. I see the question, so I'm just not sure who Claudia is. Claudia, are you Cosmic Elements? Is that you? Type a good yes or no, please. Oh, I see it. You talked to Zara. Never mind. I see it. So give me a second. I'm going to type it so it will be up. The question is, what will B's reaction and outcome? Hard to type reaching up so far. B, when you tell them the truth. Okay. Oops. Okay, there we go. Truth. Okay, now I summarized, but that's because I wanted to get it up there. Okay, so what will B's, who's a Taurus, what will his B's reaction and the outcome be when you speak the whole truth today on how I feel and what's been going on with me? Okay, so you're going to just kind of lay it out there today, and you want to know what the reaction is going to be and what the outcome will be. So you're going to lay it out. Let us use our Light Seers Tarot, one of my recent go-tos. Yeah, yesterday I used it almost the whole day. I don't know what was going on, but that's what was calling to me. Thank you so much, Cosmic Elements. Thank you for your donation. That makes you priority. We're going to read your question, and it's so weird to see my picture up there. I'm like, why am I asking a question? All right. So what will the reaction or outcome be when you speak your truth? We want to know, B, what are you going to think and what are you going to do? Okay. Let's see. Let us find out. Okay. Well, I think that, you know, you've been wanting to do this for a while. You've been waiting. You've been holding on to things that you want to say, that you think will change things, what you think will improve things. And I have good news because the cards are saying that it will. I think, and again, I don't know what you're going to be saying or what you're going to be doing, but it looks like you're offering this new information. We've got that here with the Ace of Pentacles, and the card, you can even see it. I mean, handing your hands like, here it is. This is my truth. This is what I need to say. I do think it's been kind of building up for a while. I think you've been wanting to do this for a while, and I think you might have been thinking of how to approach it. As you'll see in this card, these are all the little seeds planted, and look at it's growing, and then out pops the little sprout, the little plant. So this is what perhaps gave you your courage. This is perhaps what brought you to the conclusion that you do need to say something. But this is where you've come, and I think you're feeling pretty confident. Now, it's always kind of awkward when we have to say something uncomfortable, or, you know, when somebody's not going to maybe like what you're going to say. But the real lesson, or I should say message here, is to do it in a calm way. We don't want to go in fighting. We don't want to go in screaming. We don't want to go in crying. We want to be very matter of fact. We also want to get to the point. And at least in the initial part of the conversation, going off on tangents or getting deep into things, you know, that never gets anywhere. People don't pay much attention sometimes. It becomes like, wah, wah, wah. We need to get to the point. So get it out, and then you're going to feel so much better. You're going to feel a weight has been lifted. You're going to feel so much better about it. So work through the awkwardness and do it anyway. And then after that, I believe that B is going to look at things a little differently. I think B is going to just really be seeing things from a different perspective. So it's going to hit home. How you say it and what you say is not only going to make you feel better, but it's going to hit home because it's going to change the direction of B's thinking. Now let's pull an end game because I don't see what the reaction is. Well, no, I do. The reaction is looking at it differently. The outcome, let's see what the outcome is. I'm going to pull the bottom of the deck, which is our end game. In other words, the world. Okay. So the world, that's about having it all. That's about, things going round and round, the completion of something. The completion is getting out what you need to get out and say. I don't know what the truth is about, your truth is about, but it's getting that out. That's feeling better after getting it out. And the result being, let's keep moving. Let's move on. So I think the new perspective is going to open up a new perspective, a new chapter, and a new start to build from, a new launching off point. Maybe that's the right way to say it. Alrighty, I hope that makes sense. Good luck. I'm proud of you for speaking your truth. That's very important. We all need to be true to ourselves. Okay, it looks like I've got another donation coming in. Right. We've got a donation. Now, let me see here. It is from, TZ. TZ has a question. So let us see here. Where am I? Okay. Here we go. All right, I've got your question. It's a bit long. So let me just kind of sum it up on the screen so that we can post it for everybody so they know what we're talking about. All right, TZ's joined a dating app. Something didn't go right and had a connection with somebody that you are connected to, a doctor that you visit, and coincidentally you got matched. And there, now, wait a minute, I'm still reading. And after you said hello, it was unmatched then and removed. What happened? There's attraction, and now you have switched doctors since you realized. But that's it. I see a different doctor. Okay, so this is a doctor that you're seeing, and it's kind of like a conflict of interest, sort of. You are seeing another doctor, but now that you know each other in the clinic, you also now know each other on the app. So let's find out. I'm not going to post it only because that's a lot to write, and I want to keep moving, and I'm sure you want an answer. So let's see. Clinic, the match on the app. Let's do Anna K. It matched, but now you know him, and there's attraction, but why did he unmatch you? Okay, so why did he unmatch you see the realization that you guys know each other at the clinic? All right, let us see, because there is an attraction. Let's find out. Anna K deck here, guys. Anna K is awesome. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, I can see right away. Oh, by the way, I didn't even say thank you. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm so sorry I didn't thank you right away. I was just trying to process the question in my mind. So thank you. Okay, so right away, What I'm seeing is bringing to mind, I think there is a concern about protecting not only reputations, but also the opinion of himself. I mean, what others might think if it doesn't work out. I'm getting that right here from these middle cards. The Nine of Rods, which is the Nine of Wands, is about being very protective. As you can see in this card, he's very battle worn. He's clearly done a lot of work. Work is the Wands, and he's not wanting anybody to mess with it. So I think he's afraid it'll jeopardize his standing in his clinic if you guys didn't work out, if you guys broke up. How would that affect him? So I think he's kind of turning away. I do think there's an attraction. I definitely see that here with the Nine of Pentacles. I also think if you go here to the other side, that we've got bookends. The bookend here is saying there are a lot of choices still on this app. I think that, you know, your doctor friend is feeling attraction. That's not even a question. I think that's very real, but I think it's the fear of getting involved and then not knowing where it's going. You know, if it didn't work out, I mean, what he or she, your doctor, might be thinking, well, what would be said to my other clients, my other patients? Are you going to talk me down on social media? Are you going to, you know, what's going to happen? I think that is what is going on. I think the fear of that being protective of the medical practice. Also, what I see on the left-hand bookend here, there's also a lot of choices. So I think that, you know, the online app, he's continuing just to keep looking to see what else he can find, because just that fear, that's really scaring him. You know, that's really scaring him. If it doesn't work out, what might you do? So he's continuing to flip through on the app, swiping left, swiping right, unmatching, matching, to see what's out there. But again, you were right. There is an attraction. There definitely is. So the tarot is not saying, you know, what you should do about this. So we're going to pull an end game and just see what we can get. Last one on the bottom of the cup. All right. That's saying, you know, you can keep trying. It's saying don't give up yet. It's saying don't give up yet. Be aware of this, though. Be sensitive to this. And I think, you know, if you were in his position, I'm sure you can imagine, you know, that, well, what if? You know, what if you go on 5 dates? What if you go on 10 dates? What if you date for 5 years and then you guys break up? That's a little ridiculous, but you know what I'm saying. What would he do? You know, he's afraid of what you'll do. And this is saying that you can keep trying. Look how bright he's walking with the wand. Things are going to grow. You can keep trying and try to alleviate this fear, or really think about it. Think, would you be afraid of that too? You know, you don't have a crystal ball. You can't, no pun intended. You know, so you don't know, you know, what if when you did break up, you were thinking, you know, I don't like him. And I hope, you know, that's kind of childish. Everybody, you know, we're adults. So, I mean, I hope you wouldn't do that, but that's what the fear is. That is what the fear. All right. Well, good luck with that. Don't give up. There's lots of choices. Remember we saw that there? Keep it open though. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your donation. It goes right back into the channel, guys. So it's how I improve things and how I can do things and get more decks to show you. Let me see now what is going to be next. I lost my place. All right. We're almost back. Okay. Here we are. Okay. Oh, I think we did that. I'm so sorry. And then we've got cheating. Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm not noticing things. All right. We've got Monsi. Please ask your question. Oh, boy. I'm just not reading things, I guess. Let me see. While I'm messing around here, I see that there is another donation. This is from Jada. Jada, let's see where you are. Jada. Okay. I'm hoping my moderators are helping me out with the asterisks or something. I'm trying to see where, from Jada. Okay. I am not seeing it. There are so many questions, which is so awesome. I love it. But I'm having a hard time sometimes finding when you have different names. I didn't post the question with, okay, so here we are. Beautiful Jada. Okay, beautiful Jada. I don't see it in the notes. It is blank. So please repost it, beautiful Jada. I do not see it. It's not in the notes, and Zara's telling me it's not in the chat. So if you could please post your question again, and we can move on. Again, guys, donations bump you up to priority status. That's how you guarantee a reading. If you're feeling kind of like you're getting skipped or you don't want to wait, you're not being skipped on purpose. It is very random, but drop a donation, any amount, and you will have priority status. Okay, beautiful Jada. And CC Sagittarius, you hold on, because I do see that, but let's just, thank you for helping me so I don't lose my place. All right. Hi, Blah, how are you? Hi, Ms. Taurus Moon Tarot, how are you? All right, beautiful Jada, I'm looking for your question. I'm going to move on. Please put it at the bottom, and I will answer your question. I'll do your reading. CC Sagittarius, I was just about to do yours, and now I will go find it. CC Sagittarius, I think it maybe fell off. It fell off the list. So, yeah, it fell off. So CC Sagittarius, you're going to need to post it again. The chat moves pretty fast, and it does bump things off the top. I am waiting for two things, and I'm just going to move on until I get them. I am waiting for CC Sagittarius, and I'm also waiting for, what is going on here? Jada. Okay. So, CC, I'm assuming you were selected by one of my mods. If, we try to do as many as we can. Sangeeta wants to know, general reading for the next 4 months. Let's do it. All right, we're going to use Druidcraft. We're going to do a general for the next 4 months for Sangeeta. Luna Moon, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. Luna Moon says, thank you, Priscilla, for your energy and your help. I'm so glad it helped. I really do care about you guys, and I put that out there, and I know that that makes a difference. I think the tarot is, a little bit of I always call it my cell phone to the universe. It sort of, the messages come in and things like that. The cards tell me things. My intuition is sparked. And I think that happy, positive energy is what helps inspire that. So I'm glad that you feel it. I really am. That was my goal. Okay, and Jada, I'm still waiting for you, so I will read for you. I don't want you to think I'm moving on without you, because that's the whole point of the donation. So please post it again. Okay, 4 months. We are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 months. We're going to see what's going on. All right, Sangeeta. For month 1, we've got our King of Pentacles. That to me is looking like you're going to have to do a little bit of promoting for yourself. You're going to really need to be showing off what you can do. If you're thinking about love in month 1, show off your awesomeness. If this is about work, show off your good work, your hard work, your intelligence, your ability to do things. It's going to be about showing off. Now, showing off, I don't mean that in a negative, cocky, annoying way. I meant be proud. Be proud. And you want to kind of express that for everybody. Month 2, some things are going to be moving fast. I think it's going to be a fast moving month. I think that you're going to be having a couple different things that you're kind of working with. Not seeing a bunch of decisions or anything like that, but I think you've got a couple things that you're trying to sort of harness. We got horses, harness. You're trying to harness some things that might be 2 different physical things, but it also might be 2 different energies. You've got some conflicting energy or some 2 things that are kind of drawing upon your time, but you're going to be able to bring those together and move forward. It's a moving kind of month. Month 3, we've got the lady, which is the Empress. And I think that, and perhaps here, what you were doing with month 2, whatever that was, this is what's happening in month 3. That's growing. You're nurturing it. You're continuing to move forward and in a very purposeful way, very purposeful. So I think these 2 are very connected, month 2 and month 3. And then here we've got month 4. This is, again, the world. This is the completion of something. This is having it all. I mean, if you see, he's got all the suits here. Mr. Naked Man has all the suits, and he also has 2 wands. Now, it's kind of hard to see because it's so far. But those wands, they have these little kind of knobby, pointy things on them. And what it means is, as is above, as is below. So what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to create, this is when you're going to see it. So 4-month spread, kind of be ready to be proud of what you're doing. That's going to be important. Validation for you, confidence for you. Then you're going to be kind of pulling some things together so that you can kind of move on them. Month 3, you're going to be developing that move, growing something, nurturing something. And then month 4, I think that's when you're going to see some real, the fruition of, the completion of what it is that you are building and working on. All right. I hope that helps, Sangeeta. That's exciting. That's an exciting 4 months, right? All righty. Okay. Now let me see if I can find Jada's question. Let's see. I'm going to go down to the bottom. I'm not. All right, Miriam. Okay. Zara. Beautiful Jada. Pata. Found you. Woohoo. Sorry about that. It was very, the chat's moving fast and, it's hard to tell sometimes. And with different names, I get very disconnected. So let's see here. How does Khalil feel about our little text conversation yesterday? Ooh, okay, let's find out. We're going to use the pre-Raphaelites, whatever. We're going to use this to find out about your text conversation. Thank you so much for your donation. And thank you for bearing with me while I kind of got a hold of, where your question is. All right, I need to focus here. All right, text conversation. How does Khalil feel about it? How does the Khalil feel about that question, that conversation? Okay, let's find out. How are you feeling, Khalil, now that you've texted? Okay, let's find out. Oh, sorry. Yeah, guys, if you're wondering, I do not do reversals at this time. I might change that in the future, but right now it's just not working for me. I don't care for it. No other reason, just preference. Okay, so how do you feel about this? I'm thinking this is leading to some really, really good things. I think there's still some work to be done. I don't think you're going to just, hang up walk away today and be like, woohoo, everything's done. But I do think that's exactly where this is going. Here we've got the 4 of Pentacles. That's about kind of holding on to what you have. Status quo. I don't see anything right now bursting out, but I do see the trail. I do see the progression. We've got 3 Pentacles in a row. That's, everyday life kind of thing. Swords are the suit for communication, but communication and texting and things like that, That's kind of systems. That's kind of a system of communication. I see things moving forward. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She's one who has great plans. She doesn't really follow through. So what this is saying to you is, be very conscious of what you're doing. Don't blow up Khalil's phone. Don't send weird drunk texts. Don't send these weird things. Be very calculated. Have fun. Have a flowing, natural, organic conversation and reaching out. So don't, get too wrapped up in that. But have, a little bit of decorum. Make sure that you're not, jumping in and being overbearing and needy. That's what this is saying. Now, the 7 of Pentacles, that's about watching something grow. That's what I'm seeing. I think this has the potential to really kind of bloom. What makes me say that even stronger is look at what's next. Our 2 of Cups. That's bringing people together. That's love. So it looks like things might still need to, just progress. Don't, push the envelope. Don't push your foot on the gas where you're now, full throttle. Watch it grow. Start communicating. I think that Khalil is feeling that this is going somewhere. This is going somewhere. And where's it going? Right here. 2 of Cups. That's the love match. That is the bringing together of 2 people in harmony. Looking really good, beautiful Jada. That looks good. That was a great reading for your question. That's what I would have liked to have seen if it were my question. So that is awesome. All righty, we've got another donation. Let's see what. Right, the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Let me see. Where are you? Okay, question is not in here, but thank you so much for putting your name. The Hierophant. I see. Where are you? I see where you're posting, but I don't see your question. Let me see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I stand corrected. How is Shard feeling towards me? Well, thank you so much for your donation. This does obviously make you a priority. So thank you, thank you. Let's use the Wizard's Tarot and find out how Shard is feeling toward you. All right, let us see. And I like how you write your name, the Hierophant. The Hierophant. I cannot say it when I see it spelled correctly. I always say the Hierophant. I say it wrong every time. So I like the way you did that. All right, so how is Shard feeling toward the Hierophant? Let's see. All righty. How is Shard feeling toward you? We want to know. We want some advice. There we go. Okay. Here we go. We got the Chariot again. Okay. And we got the Hanged Man again right at the end. Okay. So how is Shard feeling about you? We have a lot of strong energy in this card, or in this spread. We have the Emperor and we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands, that's somebody who has it going on. That is the type of personality this is. What I'm thinking and what I'm seeing is I'm thinking that Shard is feeling very, very secure, very solid, about you. I think that there is some confidence feeling about you. Here we've got, and they're not bookends, but they're right here. We've got in every other connection. The 2 strong, this is about strength. This is about power. This is about leading. This is about feeling confident. So as it relates to you and to your question, I think there are some very positive feelings. I think things are going to be going pretty well if it's not already. I think there's some positivity. Here we have the Chariot. This is about fast movement. It's also about kind of bringing together 2 sides that might be at odds. So I'm not sure if you had some kind of argument or disagreement. If so, it seems like that is going to go away, that will become resolved, and we're going to go back to the strength. If it was not an argument, I'm thinking that, if this is more like a beginning thing, like a crush or a just started talking thing, I think more getting to know each other is in order so that you're on the same page, because this is obviously where you want to go, right? If this is a dating or a crush situation, I think it has great potential, great potential. And these two here are both saying that you need to be on the same page. And that's going to take some more communication. That's going to take getting to know each other more. Now, just to kind of do the alternative here, the other scenario, if you are with Shard, or if you've just broken up with Shard, things like that, I think there's still a foundation. It's not all lost, but it's about getting on the same page. It's about getting on that same page. I think that's what's going on. That might be what's keeping you apart if you're together already, or it might be what might get in the way if this is a new relationship, new crush. It's saying to me that there's a lot more conversation needed to get to know each other, but it has all the potential to go very well. So that's another good one. I like that a lot. I think that's good advice too. Getting on the same page, that's important, because as we get to know people, we find out little bits and pieces about, other people that might change how we feel about them. It's very much getting to know each other. I don't know how else to say it. Okay. We've got, let me see here. Let's see. I'm going to go, it does fall off the more the chat moves up. Sometimes it falls off, so I'm unable to see things, but let's see where I can get picked back up. Okay, Stephanie, let's see here. We've got, I have several ongoing issues. Is there a favorable solution in sight? Okay, so we've got a lot of things going on. We want to know if we're going to have success. We want to know if there is some kind of way out of this. All right. CC Sagittarius, I did see that was for you. Oh, we've got another donation. We've got another donation from Ashfiza. I will do yours next. Thank you so much for your donation. I'm going to, after I do this one, I'm going to find your question. So if it's disappeared, you can, oh, wait a minute. I see your question. Your question's on this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do see it. Okay, well, that one's next as a donation. That takes priority, and thank you so much. All right, let's get back to Stephanie's question. Several ongoing issues. Is there a favorable solution or resolution coming? Things going to calm down for you. Okay, things going to calm down for Stephanie. We want to know, we want to see some calm cards. We want to see some wands, I think would be appropriate here. Let's see what we've got. Okay, I can see where things are going on. I definitely see where things are going on. Things are pulling at you. Things are, just making you feel obvious. Well, look at this guy. I mean, just look at him. He's just depleted. He's done. He's overthinking things. He's got so much going on to deal with. I totally see that. And here, the Two of Swords. This is feeling caught between things, and so much so that, you don't even want to see it. The thing that this card also means, though, sometimes is that you're not wanting to see something that you might need to see. So in the chaos, feeling like, there's so much going on that's not going well. In the chaos, there might be something there that you can take away. and learn from. You know, everything that happens in our life is either a blessing or a lesson. And it's time for you to decide some of these things, are they blessings or lessons? And what can you take out from them? And once you know you get to that calm place, you need to focus on that instead of the negative. I mean, instead of just completely, you know, repeating that thought in your head that this is terrible and guess what happened and reliving your story. Think about what you learned from it. Think about what you gained from it, because there's always a blessing or a lesson. So this is you right now. That's real clear. But what have we got here? We've got bookends. We got bookends again. We've got a favorable resolution. Well, hell yeah. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. You know, that, I mean, that's, we're having it all. That's having it all. We've got sacred geometry in there. We've got a happy family. We've got all the pentacles. Everything is pulled into place. So I'm seeing great favorable resolution. Great favorable resolution. Now, what's this one on the other side, the other bookend? This is the Eight of Cups. You need to walk away and let these things drop. The things that are just not going right for you, you need to let them drop. You need to walk away. You need to find peace, the serenity and that peace of mind, that calm state of mind. You're only hurting yourself by running over them. Now, does that mean don't think about them ever? No. You've got to think about things. You got to plan. You got to learn from them. You know, you need to pay attention, yes. But don't let the hamster wheel run around in your head. You know, sometimes there's nothing we can do. And when something, it is what it is. So beating ourselves up by thinking about it just hurts ourselves, you know. Unless there's this way to form a solution or an inspired action, stop beating yourself up. Walk away. Walk away from those thoughts. And here's that positive, favorable resolution. So yes, I do see something positive. I hope that works out for you. That looked like obviously there's something good coming. So, you know, just hold that in your mind and think about it. What's a blessing and what's a lesson? There's always something, always. Okay, so we've got the donation as Ashfiza. I hope I'm saying it right. Thank you so much. Let's get your question. I'm going to, I didn't see it on there, but I'm not going to take the time to look, because I know you guys are thinking, you know, that's, I'm sure, no fun to sit here and listen to me scroll. So I'm going to just type it on the bottom, since you did put your question in the donation. So is attraction progressing or taking a step forward? You've had the attraction for over a year and you just look at each other and hover. Okay, so you guys are lurking. Or taking step forward. Okay, let's write that out. 1 year of attraction. Okay. All righty, let's find out. I hope I didn't make any typos. I'm typing fast and stretching my arms super far, so it's hard. All righty, there you go. Mary M., good. Thank you so much for coming. It sounds like you have to go. Well, thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Okay, so is this attraction progressing? Or is he going to take a step towards you? You've had the attraction for over a year, and you kind of just are looking at each other like, what is up with that? We're going to use classic Llewellyn, and we're going to see. There's 1 year that you guys have been. 1 year. Oh, TZ, there you go. Thank you, TZ. I see where you're writing it. I see where you're writing it. Right after me. Okay, so we're gonna do this right now. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. Okay, attraction progressing to take a step forward toward you. It's been a year and you guys are flirty and not making any movement. You're kind of stuck. Let's see what's going to happen. We want to light a fire here under I forgot already what the name was. Why is my phone not working? There we go. Oh, okay, there is no name. So we want to see what's going to happen. Is he going to take a step forward or what? What is going on? We want to know. I say this almost every show that I hate waiting. my patience level, I'm working on it, but it's very hard for me. Okay. Okay, I do see a step forward. I already see a step forward. We've got here at this side, we've got the Page of Swords. Now, that's always kind of new news. That is a message. The Page of Swords is, he's very adaptable. He can adapt to any kind of situation. This is also about new ways of communicating. Remember, swords are communication. So I think changing the way your relationship has gone so far, which is kind of distant and staying, apart, that has the potential here to change. I see some ways to communicate. I think you might start talking to each other in a bit of a different way. Something's going to change that way. There's communication coming. Now here on the other side, this is also showing where it's been a long wait. It has taken a long time. This is obviously something you already knew, but this is confirming, though, that there is progress. It's slow, but there's some progress. And I see that. The progress is there, and it's going to lead to something. It's going to lead to something new. This is kind of like the resurrection card. Resurrecting your connection. That's kind of stirring it up. That's lighting the fire under it and getting things moving. Next to that, we have the Four of Wands. That's building the foundation. That's building that foundation of what's going to come and building something that's into something better. So this is how we do that. This is the communication, is how we do that. This is saying that somebody has to make a move. Somebody has to make a move. Now, I don't know if you feel comfortable with that for yourself, but waiting for another person to make the move is sometimes just a bunch of waiting. 1 year is a long time. So what I'm thinking that the tarot is suggesting is that it's time to make a move. Time to make a move on your end. There is potential. There is potential for things to go very well and to develop into something that definitely should reassure you. Things are awkward when we have to be the first one, but just think about that. Think about other times in your life where you had to do something you didn't want to do, and after it was over, it was like, oh, that feels so much better. Well, think back to one of those. Do you ever think about that thing again? No. Because once it's over, and you don't even think about it again. So just get it over with. Get it over with. Your life will move on. The worst that's going to happen is be told a no, and then at least you know, and you're off the hook for always working so hard at dragging on. And it might just start this new resurrection, which is what exactly the tarot is saying. That communication is going to start things over, being different. And then you've got your foundation to build something. So you make the best choice. You know yourself, but the tarot is suggesting that you should go ahead and make the move. Just get it out there. Get it out there. That's how you never know unless you ask, right? Never know unless you're going to ask. Okay, well, good luck with that. I hope things go well. A year is a long time to wait, I know, but you know what? Maybe you needed that year. Maybe a year ago you wouldn't have been good for each other, but now you're perfect. You see, you change. Everybody changes. A year is a very long time. You could be just really now perfectly ready for yourself. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to go back up. And remember, guys, I'm trying my best. We are randomizing. We've got a lot going on. So we've got that one I did. All right, CC Sagittarius. Now we're back to you. Will my Capricorn come back toward me soon? All right, Capricorn, we want to know. Are you coming back soon? We're going to use, where'd it go? Here it is, Druidcraft. All right, are you coming back soon? All right, Capricorn. CC wants to know, are you coming back soon? Let's see. All right, CC, Sagittarius. I said Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know why I said it like that. So let's see. Will my Capricorn come back toward me soon? Okay. Oh, yeah. We got some good stuff. Okay, but we've got a lot of changes too. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got the bookends again. We have got bookends again. We've got the devil here, which is about being bound to something, needing to shed something holding you back. Well, you back, Capricorn is actually what we're talking about. So holding Capricorn back. I don't know what that is. There is something, sometimes this indicates addiction, things like that. I'm not suggesting that there is an addiction in terms of like drugs or alcohol, but there's something that's, making your Capricorn feel held back. I think that's really coming through. But once this can just get out of there, we've got manifestation coming. We've got new things coming. We've also got the Chariot, lots of speed. I mean, look at her. Her cape's blown in the wind. Things are coming. So something new is going to come. Next, we have Death, the closing of a chapter, moving on, putting something to rest. Let's just move these out of the way for a minute. This is why these are bookends. Got to put this to rest. This has to go away. I'm wondering if you might know what might be holding your Capricorn hostage. It could be, not literally hostage, but you know what I'm saying. What could be holding Capricorn back? I think that's what needs to be discovered. I see this as moving very quickly, but I do see the bookends here that needs to happen. That just really needs to happen. Now, perhaps you can be of some help if you know what this is. If you don't know what this is and it's a matter of waiting, well, then that's going to be, until Capricorn figures that out. And I don't know, is that soon? Is that not soon? Let's pull an endgame card and get a little bit of an idea because I can't see that. We're going to do the bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. Okay, so what that's saying is either one of two things. It's either saying that, the addiction or whatever this is, whatever's binding your Capricorn, I think what it's saying is Capricorn is going to walk away from that, going to successfully leave that there. And this is going to take care of it. It's going to take care of it, okay? The other thing I was going to suggest is, walking away from this, but part of that is seeing that you are where the Capricorn might be coming. And Capricorn is ready to leave this behind to walk to you. Do you see that in this card? See that there? Walking away from this to move on. And where's he going? He's going to this, to create something with you. So I think that Capricorn is going to have the opportunity or the will or the realization to leave something behind. And then I think it's coming your way. Got the Chariot. It's coming fast. Manifester. The Magician. Coming quickly. So I think now the Tarot, I do think is, now that we've got our endgame card, I do think that something is coming, and I think it's coming quickly. All righty. We've got another donation. This is from Luna Moon. So let us find Luna Moon's question. I'm going to scroll to the bottom and see what I can see. I'm looking for Luna Moon. So we are going to extend this for a minute because I always like to read donations. Sometimes they come in right at the end, and there's always a delay with PayPal. I don't even know why. Okay, so Luna Moon, here it is. What can you tell me about you's feelings? Is there a we did this, Luna Moon. Did you want to do a follow-up to this? I don't know because I have 2 from you, it looks like, unless I'm reading it wrong. But let me see. I don't know. Luna, chance for reconciliation. Scorpio's feelings. Didn't I just read that one for you, Luna Moon? I'm not understanding. I didn't do yours. Okay, then I did a very similar question, didn't I? Okay, so I'm not crazy. All right. So I didn't do this, Luna Moon. I had a similar one, though, didn't I? That's what I'm getting. All right. So this is going to be the last question for today. This is a donation. For those of you that are not going to stick around, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel before you head out. I would like to stay in contact with you so that you know what's going on. I love the little community we're building. So please hit subscribe and join me tomorrow. We're going to keep going, though, because we've got a donation for Luna Moon. We are wanting to know you, who's the Scorpio's feelings for you, and is there a chance for reconciliation? Okay, this is for Luna Moon. Yeah, how funny. I had a similar one, and that's where it got me kind of tripped up there. Again, PayPal comes in kind of out of whack, so it's not. Oh, wow, we got that again. Ooh. Okay, does Scorpio have feelings? And is there a chance for reconciliation? Okay, let us find out. All right, are you going to be able to reconcile? All right, I can see that right now. I don't think that's going to happen right now. But I do think that there is a chance for reconciliation at some point, because we have the devil. And remember what I said, that's kind of dropping things that aren't serving you, things like that. And here right after that, we have the 4 of Cups. That's kind of about being bored. That's not wanting anymore. That's not wanting any more of this, being apart, being, not together, not being bored of being single, being bored of, the whole thing. And that's the potential to come back for a reconciliation. I think what's going on now, I see the walking away. I see how things can kind of moved on. And I think it's because that your Scorpio, you, has been feeling that things were out of balance. I think, there were some other things taking you's attention, things that wanted to be explored, wanted to spread wings and fly free. But I think that that's proving to not be what you expected. You meaning the Scorpio, the letter U. Scorpio was not expecting that, I think, and it's going to lead to heading back to you. Now, you have to be careful with that, though, because you don't want somebody who just comes back because you're an old shoe. You don't want somebody who comes back because you're comfortable and they're bored or they don't want to be alone. You want somebody who comes back to you because they want to be with you. That is what you want. Now, obviously, that's not, rocket science for me to tell you that. But when we're involved in it, we are unable to see as clearly because there are emotions involved. I am a third party, so I am not emotionally involved in what your, relationship is. I mean, as of course I care and I want things to go well, but I mean, it's not me. I'm not there. When it's us, we have a really hard time seeing it. I always suggest to people, pretend you're talking to a friend. And the advice we give a friend would be something that we ourselves, we don't take our own advice, right? Well, be your own best friend and look at it that way, because I am seeing that Scorpio is coming back. There are feelings, but right now I think Scorpio's kind of doing their own thing and wanting to explore things. But I do see Scorpio coming back. But like I said, be careful. You're not an old shoe. Let's pull an endgame card. I want to see, are you an old shoe, or is this because there might be a chance for something new? Queen of Swords. Okay. You're going to have to really, talk, Tim, about what it's going to take to come back. That's what you're going to have to say. It's not saying you're an old shoe. It's not saying, that it's this massive love thing about why he's running back. I don't know if it's because he's bored and just comfortable with you. I get the feeling, though, that's what you have to express. That's what you have to say. If you're willing to accept Scorpio back into your life, you're going to need to say some things. You need to explain some things, perhaps how you were hurt, perhaps how you feel, perhaps how you want things to go forward. You're going to need to speak your truth about that. That is going to happen. And assuming, you can get on the same page, and use your best judgment. You know how to gauge what Scorpio is doing and Scorpio is feeling when you have this conversation. You need to just speak your truth. You really need to again, not be like some dictator or, you're not going to do that, but you need to just say, okay, this needs to be said. And you're just going to have to be blunt. You're just going to be kind, use psychology. Don't just, start yelling and screaming, but you have to get everything kind of out on the table so you don't repeat it. You also have to resolve it. You need to put it to bed. And sometimes we need closure for that to happen. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to give yourself some closure. So yes, to answer your question, I do believe there are feelings. I believe there's a chance for reconciliation. And I think, though, that you do need to speak your truth. I don't think it's coming immediately. I think there's still a little bit of, figuring it out going on Scorpio's, part, but I do see it coming. It is coming. And you just got to speak your truth, though. You really got to set it out and clear the air. Clear the air. That's a good way to say it. Well, I hope that made sense. Thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Big, huge thank you to my moderators. We have Zara here today, and we have Night Reader here today. We're going to wrap it up. My show is every day at 12 o'clock, so please join me again tomorrow. If your question was not answered, please come back tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do. And if you're not liking the wait or you just want to guarantee a reading, feel free. You can drop a donation. It's any amount, so you don't have to, empty your bank account. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for all the donations, and thank you all for being here. I enjoy reading for you so much, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.